Hello and welcome to part 11 of this tutorial on how to create a full-stack website using MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. In this part, we'll create the image upload route, an image model, and start the image controllers. So let's get started. In the backend, in the routes folder, create an uploadroute.js file. Bring in path by creating a path constant, then require path. Bring in express and multer. Create a route constant, then set it to express.router. Create a storage constant, then set it to multer.diskStorage. Pass in an object. Here we'll create a destination function. For the parameters, pass in request, file, and CB, which stands for our callback function. Open up some braces. We'll pass in the callback with null as the first param and a string for the second. This string will be the location of our uploads folder, so uploads with a /. Add in a comma after destination. Next, we'll create a file name function. For parameters, pass in request, file, and callback. Open up some braces. Here we'll run the callback. Pass in null for the first param, and for the second, we'll create a template string. In the string, we'll first create a placeholder with the $sign and braces. Inside, we'll pass the file.fieldName. Add in a dash to separate from the field name. For the next placeholder, pass in date.now to get the current date. And last, we'll pass in the extension name of the file. We can do so by using path.extname, then pass in file.originalName. We're done creating the storage object. Next, we'll create a function where we check the file type to make sure we're uploading an image. Pass in file and callback for the params. In the function body, create a file types constant. We'll set it to a JavaScript expression. We create one of those with a / on each side. The file types are JPG, JPEG, and PNG. Now create an extname constant, then set it to filetypes.test. Inside the parentheses, we'll pass in path.extname, which will take in the file.originalName. After path.extname, we'll call toLowercase on it. Next, create a constant named MIMEType, then set it to filetypes.test and pass in the file.MIMEType. The MIMEType is the .js or the .png, so it's very similar to the extname. Next, create an if check. Inside the parentheses, we'll check if we have both an extname and a MIMEType. If we do, we'll return the callback with null and true as parameters. Else, we'll return the callback with a string displaying images only. Create an upload constant and set it to multer. Pass in an object. In the braces, we'll pass the storage constant. Add a comma. Then set the file filter to an anonymous function with request, file, and callback as parameters. Inside the function body, run check file type with file and callback as the parameters. To tie it up, we'll create the actual route. Create a post request with the router object. The route location will be a /. For the second param, we'll call upload.single, then pass in a string containing image. For the third parameter, pass in an arrow function with request and response as params. In the function body, we'll res.send a template string with request.file.path as the placeholder. Now set module.exports to router. Next, inside the models folder, create an image.js file. Require mongoose. Create an image schema constant, then set that to a new mongoose.schema. Pass in an object. For the first item, we'll name it source. It will be of type array, and required will be true. Copy that entry down. The name will be alt, and the type will be string. Copy that down, and set the name to author. We'll also set timestamps to true. Set module.exports to image. Then set that to mongoose.module with a string of image as the first param and our image schema as the second. Next, inside the controllers folder, create an Imagecontrollers.js file. I'll paste in a comment. Bring in the express async handler as async handler. Bring in the image modal we just created. I'll change the comment description to get all images and the route to /API/image. Create a getImages constant and set that to the async handler. Pass in an async arrow function with request and response as params. Inside the function body, create a page size constant, then set that to a number. In the parentheses, we'll pass in request.query.pagesize. If that's undefined, we'll set the default to 10. Create a page constant and set that to a number. Pass in request.query.pageNumber as the param. If that's undefined, set the default to 1. Create a count constant, set that to await image.countDocuments to get the total number of image model entries. Create an images constant, then set that to await image.find, which will find them all. Add .limit, and for the param, we'll pass in page size. Add .skip, and in the parentheses, we'll do some math. Pass in page size, and we'll multiply using an asterisk. Then pass in a set of parentheses to subtract 1 from page before multiplying it by page size. This way we find all documents needed, limited by the page size, and we skip all documents we've already gone over using pagination. Next, send a res.json with an object. In the braces, pass images, page, and set pages to math.ceil with count divided by the page size. Set the module.exports to an object containing our getImages controller. Copy that controller down. I'll rename the comment route to be a post at /API/image, the description to create an image entry, and the access to private/admin. Rename the controller to post_image. Delete everything in the function body. Create an image constant and set it to a new image. Pass in an object. We'll create a template image, then edit them with a put request later. In the braces, set alt to sample alt. Set source to uploads/sample.jpg. Set author to request.user._id. Next, make a created image constant, then set that to await image.save. Send a res.status of 201 with some JSON containing the created image. Now add that controller to the module.exports. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.